Alright guys, hello and welcome to the K911 monster review. He was a Tails monster from the Galactic era. He mainly does positive effect removal, trait disable, negative effect removal, and healing. So I said mainly, but he does a lot. He is a great all-around monster who has reached the high meta because of how useful he is. And today is my monster review of him. So you were able to get him in a mini Tails island a little bit ago. I really hope you got him because he's amazing. So without further ado, let's get into this review. This is K911, a water and metal galactic era monster. Not all space defenders are heartless and thirsty for power like Commander Morgan. There are galactic servants like K911, who are well liked, loved even. K911 is known for his good service to the galaxy. Whenever a meteor leaves a fire behind it or there's a crash, K911 comes to save the monsters near the accident from the damage. Alright, so he's a hero dog. I wouldn't be surprised if he came out on like Firefighters Appreciation Day because he is very on theme. Yeah, so an interesting monster for sure. Alright, Hydro Bomb K9. Bro, what? He just literally just a hydrogen bomb and then they just threw K9 at the end. Disables trait on all enemies, removes positive status effects from all enemies, applies drowned and mega stun. It's one of those finishers. I really wish, of course, as always, that it did positive effect removal before it did trait disable. So let's say they had Pierce, but they had Evasion on. It'll trait disable, but it won't take that Pierce away, and then it'll remove that Evasion, and then it'll do Mega Stun. But if it does positive effect removal first, then trait disable, whatever you're doing after that, you have free reign. It's the best sequence. Sadly, there's no changing it, but it's still a pretty good finisher, but you won't get the max usability out of it because any protection will block that first trait disable. But yeah, just a Mega Stun finisher. Pretty good. Now we go over his trait. His trait is like pretty iffy all the way through. First, you've got Hardened Umbrella Status Caster trait, 20% less chance for anything to land against him. It's neither here nor there. It's pretty good. It's just nice to have. You're not going to notice it all the time, but when it does kick in, it'll be nice. But 20% of the time is always a 1 in 5. So 1 in 5 negative effects, dots, denial won't land on you. But still, the chance is much lower once you get into actual battle. So all things considered, though, it's his best trait because his next two traits are super situational. Immune to Blind and Immune to Ignite and Burn. The thing is, Blind is pretty popular. Like, Blind and Ignite and Burn are really popular in the meta right now, annoyingly enough. But they're both situational because once you fight a monster without Blind, this trait has no use. And same thing with this. Like, let's say Serpentex and Cherub Cupid, namely, they do a lot of Ignite and Burn. And they are the main meta he's fighting against as a water and metal monster with trait disable. Right? He is basically who you're using to combat them. So he is immune to it. But once you're fighting anyone else, that really doesn't get any use. So it's a pretty useless one. And, immune to blind, it's really nice to be, immune to this, especially as a trait disabler. So no matter what they do, you're always going to land that. But at the end of the day, immune to blind can only be so viable. So his trait is pretty whatever. It's his skills that make up for it. Rank 4, he has a Drown status caster. This is nice for, as I mentioned, the fire monsters, Cherub Cupid and Serpentex. He can apply Vulnerable, so you can make this dot deal even more damage, and it's just nice to stack up dots, but at the end of the day, it's just a dot. If they're immune to torture, it means nothing. And it will always just get absorbed by the Megaton monster. And then at rank 5, he gets a Pyrophobic Shield. This is actually pretty good, and I keep on bringing up Cherub Cupid and Serpentex, but that's who this guy is fighting against. It doesn't protect you from Pierce, but any base attacks that aren't fire, it won't affect him, and it lasts for 3 turns. This Pyrophobic Shield, actually really on theme. He's a firefighter. Pyrophobic Shield. Okay, I just got that. That took me way too long, but yeah. Without further ado, let's get into his skills. And keep in mind, he's already decked out because this is the 3rd time I've done this video. One thing I will say beforehand, is that no, not this. You definitely want him to have good stamina relics. So I'd say run Torvak's Mask or Tetsuman's Mask, but if you don't have either of those, just run Taney's Amulet, anything for stamina, because this monster suffers from a high stamina cost. So with that out of the way, let's get into his skill set. So first we have the Firedog. Deals low water damage to one enemy, applies Drown to one enemy. Basically spammable Drown as long as you have stamina. It does do a little bit of damage, which actually works against you because most likely they're going to have reflection relics that will just kick in and destroy you. So I wouldn't recommend it. We have Mecha Suit. deals moderate metal damage to one enemy. It disables trait on one enemy. 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina. I mean, it's whatever. It's pretty good damage. 1 turn cooldown, so it's as close as you'll get to spammable on trait disable. Personally, I would never run it, but I can see the merit in it for a single trait disabled. Just so if you fought like a like a Uriel, the Divine, right, with dodge area, that's namely what this would be for. But he has another single trait disable, so I'm just not going to advertise it. Then we have Marking Territory. Deals low fire damage to all enemies, applies vulnerable to all enemies. All right, so this will increase your dots. This will increase your your attacker's damage output. It's a pretty nice move on a 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina. It's close to spammable. If you did run him as an attacker, he has like the 3 most impactful elements in the meta. But personally, I'm not for it. I can see the merit in it though, so I wouldn't run it. Then you have Pressurized Water. Removes all negative status effects from one ally, applies double damage and life regeneration. Now for me, it's between this and this move right here, Fire Extinguisher. Removes all negative status effects from all allies, applies a damage boost to all allies, and then heals all allies by 20%. It's really namely on what kind of strategy you're running. Like if you're running like a team based around one attacker, maybe you run this because you just want to cleanse off that attacker, or you just want to make sure that attacker gets the double damage. You'd rather have 20% healing 3 times than 20% healing once. But personally, I am going to say run Fire Extinguisher over it because it's an AoE cleanse, so all of your allies, which, trust me, I've played in the meta, a lot of massive dots go around. So all your allies have dots, cleanse them all away, then it heals them all by 20, and then it gives them the damage boost, which isn't as high as double damage, but it does give your attacker time. Like, let's say, and this happens to me a lot, like, let's say he ran out of stamina completely, boom, he can recharge, and he'll still have that damage boost ready to destroy. So I'm going to say run Fire Extinguisher, but there's definitely merit for running Pressurized Water, so it's on whichever one you want to do more. You have Attack Hose, deals moderate water damage to one enemy, then removes positive status effect from one enemy, and disables trait on one enemy. Applies Drown to all enemies. Wow, he does a lot in one skill. So, he does pretty good water damage here too. I wonder if this will end up killing any monsters. Yeah, this is great. This is just like if you see a King Autumn with evasion, or let's say he has like immunity to torture and immunity to control and Megaton. You would just do this to get rid of the Megaton monster first, so you don't have to waste an AoE. And it gives an AoE drown, so that's pretty nice. On a 2 turn cooldown, 42 stamina. As I said, he will have hefty stamina cost. Over here, once again, 2 turn cooldown, 40 stamina. It stays around the 40s area, but honestly, it's worth it for a monster this good with his level of skills. That AoE drown definitely comes in handy against enemies. Then we have Spinning Hands, deals moderate metal damage to all enemies, disables trait on all enemies, then applies vulnerable. So, and this will almost always land because the only thing keeping you from missing is like their hardened or their bulwark, and funnily enough, he's immune to blind. So once you get rid of their hardened, there's no chance you miss this. So you land your trait disable, and then you land your vulnerable. So not only could you be getting rid of their pierce, their permanent megaton, their anything that made them a big viable threat, you're also making them vulnerable to your attacker's attack, or let's say your dots, because you could use him really well with a lot of dot monsters. You'll just absolutely destroy your enemies. It does do damage. I think most all of his moves do damage, so you will be like baiting the enemy into attacking you, but it's just a cost you pay. Every skill on his main skill set here has like 2 turn cooldown, except for this one, Anti-Fire. Deals low fire damage to all enemies, removes positive status effects from all enemies. So not only do you run this because you just really want a AoE positive effect removal, but it's on 0 cooldown, so as long as you have stamina, you can spam a positive effect removal, no matter what this means. Triple damage, Megataunt, Pierce status caster, this will get rid of a lot of obstacles in his way. So yeah, he's an amazing monster, amazing skill set. You do need him at a higher rank to really operate for what I want to use him for, but we're going to do it anyways because I don't hold back in these videos. And as always, give him stamina relics. Give him your best relics though too. Make sure you don't hold back in that department. Without further ado, let's get into PvP. I already have my team picked out because, as I said, I recorded this video 3 times. And here it is. I actually got this team idea from my good friend Abrigo. This is the team he uses in PvP, and he absolutely destroys. So that's why I'm using these guys. And I've seen it's got pretty good synergy, although it doesn't give K911 the opportunity to actually get a lot of play. But I still want him to be the fastest, because if he does come into action, he can just cleanse all the dots away, which I've seen him do. It's super effective. So without further ado, let's get into this. And let's hope this is better than my last video, because I was upset that I lost that video. But then again, not too upset, because I lost like every single match. So, ooh, good display. Let's see what... Yes, I go first. So I'm practically set already. I do want to trigger good old Griffonia Iron Wings. But first, I'm going to turn transfer to you. So look at this. I want to trait disable because look, he has Cold Blood. If I had a Taunt Monster, a Mega Taunt Monster, which I would if this wasn't my setup, he would be able to go right past it and trait disabling would be the top priority. And even more than that, he has Pierce, meaning he can attack whoever he wants. Now, as I said, I don't really have any defenses up against Pierce monsters, so it doesn't really matter. But either way, they'll both destroy me. So I definitely want to get something in against them. I'll do this so that when Griffonia Iron Wing attacks, she will land her attacks no problem. So spinning hands. All right. Now I'm just going to keep attacking. Boom, boom, boom. All right, my ancestor has awakened. So let's give him this extra turn. Boom, floats right back to me. Now we're going to do this. Of course, you get your extra turn. AoE is absolutely destroying. Kills both of them. Wow. Shadowne's Essence means you revive. Then, I'm going to kill you again. Or am I? Here, let's do this. Boom, boom. And then we're going to finish it off with Planetary Alignment. Boom. Infinite extra turns twice. Look how many extra turns I just got. So I'm going to kill this. I'm going to kill this Serpentex. Okay? So boom, Serpentex is out of the way. But now there's Omnia. And let's pretend I only had AoEs to work with, right? Boom. I want to go to you. My K911. I could single trait disable, effectively getting rid of her. And as look at this, he does kill because he has like double, triple damage boost. But I'm going to do this. Look, cleanse, heal, and then it kicks in twice because Griffonia is OP with her damage mirror. And now we are going to, let's just do this. Damage boost. Make sure you keep this. Oh no, I keep forgetting. She's so amazing. All right. Recharge. And I'm going to do that single trait disable as I said before. And now I could destroy her with an AoE, no problem. Alright, so yeah, that does show a lot of K911's viability, although it also just shows that Griffonia Iron Wings is just crazy OP with this team. So yeah, this might be what you use in PvP, might not be, but he is an absolutely amazing war pick, like you would not believe. And in PvP at a higher rank, he's just crazy viable. Like there's nothing K911 can't fight against, and I guess that's the point of the monster, you know? Firefighter, you can't stop him. They are true heroes, you know, salute. So, boom, boom. And now, to get rid of this Hellfire and all this, if I wanted, I could just turn transfer to K911, have him do the cleanse with the damage boost, and now, boom, I'm free to attack, and I got no worries. Alright, so, Stamina Leak is pretty annoying against me. Alright, boom, boom. Finally, my ancestor has awakened. So, I can do whatever I want now. Alright, with that damage boost, which, keep in mind, I had Nanovirus, so even if she did the damage boost, it wouldn't have landed on him. But he cleansed, healed, then gave his damage boost, so they are both now up to 100%. I'm telling you, his moves are all so independently so viable. Alright, so you're dead. I'm going to kill you now. Boom, boom. Turn transfer to me. And by the way, if it seems kind of weird that I already have this finisher again when I had it just last match, with a monster like Omnia and this strategy with Autumn's Cross, she just gets her finisher so often, it's crazy. So boom, triple damage, applies it to everyone twice, and I'm just going to destroy you with this. Hurricane. 1.2 million damage, instant killing. I love that they gave Griffonia Iron Wings thunder damage output, because it actually allows her to counter someone like K911. Alright, so what do I want to do with K911? Let's say he had an evasion, I could take care of it so that Griffonia Iron Wings, who doesn't have any pierce or positive effect removal, at least not at rank 1, if she needed me to trait disable, I could do that. If she needed me to cleanse, I could do that. And if she wanted vulnerable to make him easier to kill, I could do that. as I said, he's an amazingly viable monster who can basically do it all. So with that vulnerable, he's dead. These matches are going absolutely amazing. I hope you're watching this far, and thank you so much for watching. It sounds like I'm about to start my intro, but I'm not. I'm just saying that. But with that being said, I've actually reviewed everything I wanted to review in him in those two matches. So let's go for one more win, and then we'll call it. Ooh, perfect display. All right, so this is going to be so risky. So boom, 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 boom. I can't actually land this though. Boom. So boom, boom, boom. This is going to be a hard match, but I can definitely still take it. Boom, 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 boom. Then it activates, then I can cleanse as I do it. So this is good. Boom, boom. Yeah, I say boom a lot as I do this. Alright, and now I can finally start pecking away at you. So I'm going to do this double damage. Then I'm going to, boom, do this again. Alright. Do phase shield. That's not fun. I completely forgot about phase shield as a mechanic, I'll be honest. Oh, no. I really wish he at least had cold blood or something. Alright. Cleanse one more time. And... oh. Do this. Do double damage, and I'm going to leave the rest to you, Griffonia. Can you kill fast enough? So, boom. You're dead. Alright. Now you're dead. Alright. You revive. I'll kill... you? Ooh, watch this. And now, if I don't miss, please, please don't miss. Attack you, kill you, apply drown to Cherub Cupid, and he dies. He comes back, but he can't pose much of a threat to the Griffonia Ironwings. So, with this final blow, that's about it. Wow, this team is unstoppable. What? I missed? Oh, no. Okay, well. What? No. No way. No way. No way. No! Oh, okay. That was just pure luck on their side. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this far. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it. And I hope you got the full display of what exactly this guy can do. If he was at a higher rank and he went before Omnia, I'd be truly unstoppable. You know, if there's a King Autumn, I could trait disable without her even having to waste an extra turn. If we had Shock, I could cleanse and heal without even having to waste an extra turn. So definitely invest into getting this monster at a high rank. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like to show support for the video, for the channel. It helps me a ton, and it shows me that you enjoy my content and that it's helping people. So yeah, it means the world. But honestly, all you have to do is watch the video this far. That is all the support I need from you. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this monster down below. What do you love more, his design or what he does? Do you like the monster? Did you get him? Tell me in the comments down below. Subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are at 350 subscribers, and we're trying to get to 500 subscribers before summer. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day, and that's about it. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.